Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yomi. My name is Yomi, and I make college, art, and travel related videos. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I'm graduating from university in exactly 1 week's time. I'm graduating in 7 days from the Brown University in Rhode Island School of Design, Brown RISD dual degree program. So what is the Brown RISD dual degree program? In the BRDD Brown RISD dual degree program, you attend 2 universities, Brown University, which is a liberal arts, Ivy League, prestigious university in Rhode Island, and a 2-minute walk from Brown University is Rhode Island School of Design. So you also attend Rhode Island School of Design, also known as RISD, which is an arts university, a design university. So when I graduate, I'll have a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Fine Arts. The program is 5 years instead of 4 years, and you receive 2 degrees. You attend both schools at the same time. I've lived at both universities. I've had meal plans at both universities. I'm a student at both universities, fully enrolled in both universities. And I graduate from university in 7 days. I just got back from my senior formal at Brown, which is why I'm dressed up. I took the suit jacket off, but I was fully dressed up. And I graduate in 7 days from Brown, and then a week later, after graduating from Brown, I graduate from Rhode Island School of Design. I have 2 cap and gowns, different stoles, different senior weeks, but it's just really crazy. It's really sad to think that I'm graduating from university because most of my time in university, I kind of took it for granted. I took it for granted, and I thought I didn't like being in university because I was always stressed, taking so many classes, studying so much, up until 2 or 3 in the morning, not understanding certain assignments, getting B's on papers. When in high school, I never got B's in papers, right? I remember my first essay that I submitted for university, I got a C+/B-, which I don't know why there are 2 grades on it. But that was really jarring for me because, I was always such a good student growing up. And then I was thrown into this world of prestigious universities where everyone is so good at writing, everyone is so good at education and academics, and I didn't shine as much as I used to. And I was often not shining as much as my peers seemed to shine. So it was really jarring for me. And then in university, I often was lonely. For like my first 3 years, I was very lonely. My first year, I wasn't lonely. But my second and third year, I was very lonely. I felt like I didn't really have many friends, like I was always in my dorm alone, I would always eat alone, so I was very sad about that. And I felt like I didn't find my community. I felt like I wasn't like Brown students, and I felt like I wasn't like RISD students, although I did feel like I was more like Brown students than RISD students. But I graduate from university in 7 days, and now that I'm graduating, like this whole past semester, but especially this past month, I'm sad that I'm leaving. Like, I don't want to leave. And it really breaks my heart that I've lived here for 5 entire years of my life. I've lived here for half of a decade. And I sleep here. I eat here. I work here. I get paid here. I've worked like 20 to 30 hours a week for like the past 2 years here. I eat here. All of my snacks that I eat are here. All of my meal plans are here. All of my friends are here. I can just pull up at my friend's dorm at 2 in the morning if I want to and hang with them. And after university, you don't get to experience that anymore. You don't just get to pull up to your friend's house at 3 in the morning like you can, but you gotta drive there. You may have to drive 10 to 15 minutes. It's no longer a 10-minute walk or a 2-minute walk, or they're no longer your next door neighbor. And it just feels crazy that I'm leaving university. And as I'm leaving university, I've had these very strange thoughts. So my first year, I was very insecure being in this prestigious university. I'm like, I don't belong here. Like, maybe I'm not smart enough. I'm not as accomplished as other people. I'm just not smart, which isn't true. Like, I'm accomplished. I convinced myself that I'm not accomplished, which isn't true. But yeah, I just had imposter syndrome. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like I wasn't smart. I felt like I wasn't talented. But then towards my sophomore year, beginning of my sophomore year, I stopped feeling like that. I'm like, whether or not I deserve to get in or whether or not I belong here, I'm here now, and I'm here to stay. But over the past week and a half, I've been second guessing. Like, I graduate in a week, and I've been thinking, I don't belong here. I didn't deserve to get into this school. I'm not smart enough to go to this school. And I have a week left. I started thinking this when I had like 2.5 weeks left of university, and I'm thinking, I don't belong here. I'm not a good writer. My essays aren't good. I'm not a good student. And the thing is, I've worked so hard to get here. I've worked so hard to graduate. And to convince myself that I don't belong here, it's just crazy. Like, your mind will do crazy things to you. And I'm just sad that I won't be able to see these people that I've built community with for the past 4 or 5 years, that I've spoken different languages with and practiced studying languages and took classes with and have seen every day and have played in the mariachi with. And college really saved my life. Like, truly, I'm not going to get into this, but college really saved my life. Like, I've taken college for granted, thinking I just really didn't like it because, I faced, some tough times in life, and I've studied so much and was always stressed with midterms and finals, so I'm like, maybe I don't like college. But I did like college. I just was stressed often. But that didn't mean that college wasn't good or that I didn't like college. I loved college. I just didn't realize how much I loved it, because now that I'm leaving, I'm realizing how much I'll miss the dining hall. How much I'll miss seeing my friends or even the people in the background that I just see and wave at, that I've been waving at for the past 4 or 5 years. I'm gonna miss my friend asking, hey Yomi, you wanna watch a movie like at 2 in the morning? I'm gonna miss so much about this university, so much about the college experience. You don't ever get that again. Like, we're gonna be in the workforce. We're gonna leave here, and adulthood fully starts the day you graduate. And that's insane. But despite me taking it for granted, I still did so many amazing things. I took so many amazing classes. I took French, I took Spanish, I took the Nahuatl language, I took Yoruba, I took Amazigh, I took Catalan, I took Portuguese, I took other languages. I took an East Asian Studies class and learned about the dynasties of Korea and China. I learned about Imperial Japan. I took a class in Paris where we walked around every single arrondissement. I studied abroad in Paris. I studied in South Korea. I did field work in the Pacific Islands for summer. I lived in Mexico doing field work another summer. Like, I've just done so much in university, and university has enabled me to travel, has enabled me to see the world, has enabled me to broaden my perspectives, and I feel like I'm gonna cry, which I'm not gonna cry, but without university, I wouldn't have been able to do most of the things that I was able to do. And I'm I'm not gonna cry. I'm so grateful for university and all that it's provided me. And, like, truly, not gonna cry. I haven't cried in like 10 months, so I'm not gonna cry. But I remember, like, I'm not gonna cry. Before coming to university, I was in such a dark place in my life, and I was really, really struggling. I'm crying now. This is so emotional for me, because I don't talk about this, but I was in a very dark and really hard time in my life for like almost all of high school. And it was really a struggle to just wake up in the morning and go to school and really be struggling with what I was just... I don't want to get into what I was struggling with, but you know the type of things that you struggle with when you're a kid.
feeling like you don't belong, and just the typical teen struggles. But it was really hard waking up in the morning every day. And going to college really, really saved my life. It really, really saved my life. And if it weren't for going to Brown, like, I don't know if I would be here today. Like, still here. And I didn't plan to say this for the video, but it's just crazy because, like, growing up, I know people have the perception that I'm wealthy, which I am from the United States, so, like, we are a wealthy country, but compared to most Americans, despite what people may think about me or my family, I didn't come from a wealthy family. And I did have the opportunity to travel growing up. I went to England once when I was 12, and I just always really, really longed to travel and to see the world, but I knew that it wouldn't be possible. And by going to Brown, I was able to see so much and go to so many places and just learn so much about the world. And I'm graduating from university in a week. And I feel like a lot of my college experience, I convinced myself that I didn't like college because, once again, I said the stress of like midterms and finals, and also feeling like I was lonely. But Brown truly was my saving grace, and I truly do forget that. And I have a week left, and then I'm leaving. And that's scary and sad, but I know a lot of cool things are in store for my future. And I'm gonna miss being here. I'm gonna miss all the people that I've met. Like, the class that I came in with, because my program's 5 years, the class that I came in with, they were here for 4 years and they graduated last year. So most of my friends already left, but there's still friends that I do have here that are graduating this year who came in when I was a sophomore, because I did orientation freshman and sophomore year because of the 5-year program. But it's just so amazing seeing like all the things that my friends are doing and all the amazing companies you're going to be working at, and I'm just so proud of everyone. We worked so hard to get here. We studied so hard in high school to get here, and we made it, and we're going to be graduating it. These people have really shaped my life, and my professors too. They've really, like, I know there were professors that didn't really think too much of me or didn't maybe believe in me, not shading those professors. But the professors who did believe in me and who sat with me and encouraged me, like, I really do appreciate that. And, like, wow, like, everything changes in a week, and for me, like, I know ever since finishing my first semester, because college has always been fun for me, but it's also been stressful because I've had so many assignments. So ever since my first semester, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to leave. I can't wait till the day I graduate, till the day where I don't have midterms and finals and where I'm not so stressed. But now that I'm about to leave, it's so scary because I'm going out into the real world and I'm fully an adult and I'm losing my youth, and it's like I'm fully going into the workforce. And I mean, I have plans before that. Like, I'm not going to reveal the exciting plans that I'm going to be doing next year. I'm keeping that private for now, but hopefully I'll be able to share that with you for now. So the workforce process will be delayed and I want to go to grad school, but still the idea that I'm fully going into adulthood is a little scary. It's very scary. But I'm excited to see what's in store for me. And I plan to make some more graduation content before I graduate. Like, maybe I can do a ready with me for graduation. I can do another talk. And yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Sorry that I got really emotional. I don't talk about my feelings as much on this channel as I used to, but I feel like this was an important time to talk about my emotions because, like, I've experienced so much through university. I studied so many languages here, which was a dream come true for me because I love language learning. And I joined mariachi, which growing up, like, I thought mariachi music was so cool, and I thought to myself, I would love to be a mariachi singer. But there are so many things that you hope and wish you could be, but you know you never could be. And I auditioned my sophomore year, and I got in, and I've loved being in mariachi ever since. And I never sang before I came to college, and I started singing here, and I've actually become quite a decent singer. And it's amazing, like, before I came to college, I wasn't making graphic novels, and now I've published 2 graphic novels and around six short stories, I think. And I have a new graphic novel coming out in around a week. And it's just really emotional for me to know that I published books while in university, all because I had professors who believed in me and who guided me, and it's insane. And I found myself, I found my own personal style here, and I found people who love me unabashedly, and I'm forever grateful. And I want to have this video cemented in history so that I remember this. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you. Bye.